Hey guys, been a while since I did any sort of content, and since I only have one idea for some new content recently, figured I'd go for it. It might seem self-serving, but this is YouTube, right? So the idea I have here for a series of shows, and I have about 6 or 8 episodes easily stored up here. If we want to do them, if you guys like them, they're called Cockerpunk's Maxims of Paintball, or Maxims of Life too. A lot of them are life lessons combined in terms of paintball. This might, maybe you guys aren't interested, maybe you are. Just let me know the feedback on this first episode. But one of the reasons why I call them Maxims of Paintball is because one of my heroes, one of my people I look up to and aspire to be is John Craven, who was a Navy scientist and engineer during the Cold War, and he did pretty much everything cool that happened during the Cold War and the U.S. Navy. Everything from the theory of optimal search, which is a deep sea search theory, to the cable tapping operations in the Barents Sea, right under the nose of the Soviets. He also was pivotal on the Polaris program, which is submarine launched ballistic missiles. He was involved in a lot of very cool things. And I definitely recommend one of my favorite books that got me started on that series of things was a book called Blind Man's Bluff. So if you have, if you're have a hankering for some good nonfiction, Blind Man's Bluff is a very interesting book about Cold War submarine spying. So anyway, Craven had maxims of the sea, he called them, and these were rules about the ocean. And obviously Craven was a deep sea scientist, so he had many different maxims of the sea. And so I have Cockerpunk's Maxims of Paintball. So anyway, my first maxim of paintball is probably the most important. It's one that I've been trying. I wish that it would spread around more easily as a quote, but it hasn't. It's a signature on pretty much everywhere I go on the internet, and that is that the ultimate truth in paintball is that the interaction between the gun and the player is by far and away the largest factor in accuracy, consistency, and reliability. And I coined this phrase, if you could even say that, because obviously it hasn't caught on yet, but after our first round of accuracy tests, and I kind of realized that there just wasn't much to be gained by any sort of any equipment choices that you can make. And so what this amounts to is the fact that no matter what we test, and no matter what information that we glean from testing, the ultimate issue is if you have a gun that works well and you know how to shoot it and you know how to point it at somebody and get them out, that is more important than anything we've ever tested, period. Okay, we can argue about inconsistencies in the myth-reg output till we're blue in the face, but a guy with a myth-reg on his tank can still shoot you out, right? So as long as his gun works and he knows how to handle it. So we can talk about equipment and technology and all that to a certain amount, but it's up to you, the person, to make sure that your equipment is working well and to use your equipment to the utmost when it's on the field. So that's why I say that the ultimate truth in paintball has to do with your interaction with your equipment. Not your choices with your equipment, but your skill and your diligence in maintaining your equipment. That is by far more important than any sort of choice you can make about bore sizes of barrels or loader speeds or soft face bolts or anything like that. That is all significantly less important than just maintaining your equipment and knowing how to handle your equipment on the field. that is Cockerpunk's first Maxim of Paintball. If you like this kind of format of video, like I said, I've got at least 5 or 6 more of these that I can do, just passing on wisdom, both from testing and from my personal philosophy in paintball. So if you like them, let me know. If you don't like it, we won't do any more. Like I said, I kind of resisted doing these at first, but I've run out of show ideas, so I figured I might as well go for it. So, if you guys like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. We can talk more about John Craven and some other cool people later if you want. Anyway, talk to you guys later. See ya.